Don't miss any content. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell.
Hey guys, welcome back to Sahara Football. As usual, I am your host, Selassie Fiawe. So we're going to talk about the Black Star squad that was named earlier today by Coach Akonnor at the Accra City Hotel in a press conference. An unprecedented one, I have to say. It's the first time a Black Stars coach has done this kind of thing, a press conference to release the squad and also open himself up to questions as to why he called up some players. We're going to break down the squad, look at the players that have been called, also look at the debutants in the Ghana Black Stars team, and talk about a few issues. If you are satisfied with this team, you let me know in the comments box and I'll give you the facts as they are. As usual, if you're new to the channel, I'll advise you to subscribe to the channel and to click on the notification bell to get more updates. So the press conference started early at 11 a.m. as was announced by the FAN. Coach Akonnor proceeded to brief the press on his European tour where he visited some players abroad. He said it was to familiarize himself with some of the players outside the country and talk to convince some of them who are eligible to play for Ghana to also play for Ghana. Now, Akonnor went on to say that it was fruitful. He was able to talk to some of them and he got a few of them to want to play for the Ghana Black Stars. And in the squad that I'm going to give to you today, one of the players is in there. Also, a program lineup was outlined that the Black Stars players will follow. Chairman of the management committee of the Ghana Black Stars, George Amwako, he stated that the management committee really haven't been up to any task. They wanted the national team call-up to be made and then they will proceed to have a code of ethics for players in the senior national team, the Black Stars. So now that the players have been called up, the management committee's work will come into full force, and they say this code of ethics that they are going to set up will have to be followed by every player who is called up by the Ghana Black Stars. Akonnor and David Duncan also spoke further on their tour across Europe and how successful it was. After that, the program lineup for the Black Stars was given as follows. Now, when the players arrive, they will train for 2 days in Accra and move straight to Cape Coast. Now, if you remember last year, the players had stops on the way when they were going to Cape Coast to interact with fans. This time there will be nothing of that sort. Before they go to Cape Coast, however, they will visit Kolebu Teaching Hospital to make a donation there. A press conference will also be held. The captain of the side, Andre Ayew, will speak to the press as they make that donation as well. After, on their way to Cape Coast, they will go straight to the UCC campus to interact with fans on campus, because during their last game there on November 14, the UCC students were really in full force with them. They made their stay there interesting, and the support at the stadium from the Cape Coast students at the UCC was really immense, and they want to say a big thank you to the students there on campus as well. He also said that on match day they will bring back the love shirts, which are going to be printed in abundance, and with signed footballs. They will give it out to the fans during the pre-game warm-up that is on the match day, along with some other activities which will be given in full detail. Now, the dates for each of these activities will be further communicated to all of us, and I'll bring it up to you guys. It sounds interesting. It sounds something great to look forward to. A new initiative from the GFA. We hope it continues for a very, very long time. After that, Akonnor proceeded to name the Black Star squad, which I am going to take you through. We'll look at the debutants, those getting their first ever call up to the Black Stars. We'll also look at those who are in the local league as well, and those who many people were surprised to see in there. We'll have a look at the squad right now without much ado. And this is the squad that is going to be facing Sudan. Now, in goalkeeping position, we have Richard Ofori of Maritzburg, Razak Aguilara of Azam FC, Richard Atta of Accra Hearts of Oak. You'd notice here immediately that Felix Annan has lost his place in the Black Star squad to Richard Atta of Accra Hearts of Oak. What do you think about that? Now, in recent times, Felix Annan has not been starting for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Coach Maxwell Konedu preferring his number 2 in place of Felix Annan. Felix Annan hasn't started for Kumasi Asante Kotoko after his wedding. He took part in a game in the MTN FA Cup game against Asokwa Deportivo that led to the elimination from the tournament. For the centre backs, we have Nicolas Opoku of Amiens in France, Joseph Edu of Celta Vigo, Kasim Nuhu of Fortuna Düsseldorf, Habib Mohamed of Kumasi Asante Kotoko for the centre backs. You'd notice the absence of John Boy, who I recently brought you a story that said that John Boy is the best defender in the French league. He captained his side recently against Amiens, Nicolas Opoku's Amiens, and they won 1-0. So many would be wondering, why didn't John Boy make it? Now, he was asked that at the press conference, and CK Akonnor said that John Boy is part of a pool of 40 players who they are constantly monitoring, and should the time be ready, they will definitely have their opportunity with the Black Stars. Now, John Boy has been immense for the Black Stars despite his form and all that, and his attitude sometimes when it comes to the national team. But you have to stay, this guy has done immensely well. To be named the best defender in France is no mean feat, and many people were surprised by that. So that was CK Akonnor's response. John Boy is with a pool of 40 players that includes Jonathan Mensah and Harrison Affo. They are being closely monitored, and probably because this is a qualifier and because Coach CK Akonnor, he said he wants to do something of a continuity with what Coach Kwesi Appiah was doing. The squad, he had not so much differences in there, and he feels that this is really a step in the right direction. Possibly he will make the necessary changes as need be. Injuries and everything are part of football. Not that I wish injury on any player, but it's all part of the game, and that we can't call everyone into the national team in the end. Some will be satisfied, others will not. Now, right back and left back positions, we have Kojo Amwako of Ashanti Gold, local league player, one of the local league players being called in addition to Richard Atta, and Yadom of Reading, Gideon Mensah of Zulte Waregem. Midfielders, Mubarak Wakasu, he plays for Xianzhou Suning. Now, Mubarak Wakasu, it's quite shocking because Wakasu hasn't played any game since he moved from Deportivo Alaves to China, Jiangsu Suning. And many people would be wondering why Mubarak Wakasu was called to the Black Star squad. Now, Coach CK Akonnor's response to that was that Mubarak Wakasu is part of a certain collection of players who he called not basically because they are in form or because they are playing regularly, but he forms part of the core of the national team. One of the players who forms part of the core of the national team, and he doesn't want to destabilize that core of sorts. So he's one of the players who was not called because of form or whatever, but maybe because of reputation. He actually said something like that in response to a question from Sadiq Adams, who asked whether it was because of footballing reasons, if there were any players that he didn't call them based on footballing reasons and maybe because of favoritism or something. And he mentioned Mubarak Wakasu as one of those players. Alfred Duncan made a recent move to Fiorentina, is in there. Idris Ubaba of RCD Mallorca is also in there. Thomas Partey of Atletico de Madrid is also in there, and Mohamed Kudus of North Shetland is in there as well. Now, the absence of Justice Blay is really evident here. And who would Justice Blay really replace in the squad? He can't replace Thomas Partey. He can't replace Mubarak Wakasu. Justice Blay is good. He will have his chance. But Justice Blay was not called up according to CK Akonnor because he was ill and only came back recently against Bechem United. I'm thinking by that time the squad was out and they had made their decisions already, so he could not be included in the squad. Now, with the wingers, we have Christopher Intriege of SC Paderborn, Tariq Fosu of Brentford FC, one of the players CK Akonnor interacted with in his visit to Europe. Also, we have Samuel Owusu of Alpha here. This weekend, he scored a goal for Alpha here. Andre Ayew of Swansea City. With the forwards, we have Jordan Ayew of Crystal Palace. No surprise there. Richmond Boachiado makes a return to the Black Star squad. Eugene Ansah of Hapoel Raniana, or he's in the Israeli league. And a fun fact about Eugene Ansah here, Eugene Ansah is a striker for the Black Stars. He has scored 3 goals in 25 appearances for his Israeli side in the Israeli Premier League this season. And this is a player that has been called up by coach CK Akonnor. It was quite interesting to see what this player would add to this squad, but we'll give coach CK Akonnor the benefit of the doubt, and we can only ever criticize him if this 2 games we play don't go according to plan. And Yaya Mohammed of Adriana Stars, initially it was thought that Yaya Mohammed, this was his first call-up, but it turns out that Yaya Mohammed was called up in 2007 prior to the AFCON 2008 by Claude Leroy at the time, and he was playing in defense at the time. So that is the Ghana Black Star squad here on your screen right now. Any surprises in there for you? Any surprises in there for you? Are you satisfied with the Black Star squad? Now, a few issues here. If not, 5 debutants for the Black Stars: Tariq Fosu of Brentford, Richard Atta in goalkeeping position for Hartlepool, Kojo Amoako of Ashanti Gold, Eugene Ansah of Hapoel Raniana. Also, Yaya Mohammed of Adriana Stars. Many people thought that was a debut. He actually has made an appearance with the Black Stars before in 2007. So those are the debutants for the Ghana Black Stars. Now, for the locally based players that have been called into the national team, they include Richard Atta of Accra Hearts of Folk, and also Habib Mohammed makes his Black Stars call up. Also in there is Ash Goals Kojo Amoako, also in there, and Yaya Mohammed of Adriana Stars. Now, that is great to see that the locally based players are getting an opportunity. Many people used to criticize that about the coaches not giving opportunity to locally based players, and CK Akonnor is making sure he can do that for them. So that has been it basically for today. Looking at the Black Star squad, that will be facing Sudan on the 27th of March, and then the 30th of March in Sudan we'll be traveling to Khartoum. The Black Stars will leave Cape Coast the night of the game. Right after the game, they leave Cape Coast straight to Accra to prepare for the trip to Sudan in 3 days time. It's sure to be an interesting encounter, but what do you think about the squad? Is this a squad to take us to the AFCON 2021? Yes, qualifier shouldn't be a worry for us, but stranger things have happened. Let me know your thoughts in the comments box. I'll see you guys in the next one. Black Stars versus Sudan, 27th of March in Cape Coast. Enjoy your day.